Alright, Shalom, your brother Shamar from the Phoenix camp. With that being said, I want to give all honor, glory, and praise to Yahawah, BAHASHAM, YAHAWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, QUADASH. Double honor to the elders of Great Millstone, and peace and salutation to the brothers that are doing this work in truth, sincerity. And real quick, I'm going to jump right into these scriptures, man. This is Luke 12:35. It says, "Let your loins be girded about, and your lights burning," man. So what does that signify, man? That signifies that's symbolic of being prepared, man, being on fire, man. And that word gird, to gird your loins, it means to prepare yourself for hard work, man. To prepare yourself for battle, to be in a state of preparedness to throw down for the Lord, man, pretty much on that spiritual level. So we got to be in that like mind state, man. That like mind state where we're ready, man. We're ready we're ready to get this work in, man. We're ready to fight this spiritual battle, man. We're ready to go head to head with Esau, man. And it's the Lord that gives us that strength to do that. It's the Lord that gives us that courage to do that, man. That scares the scripture. He has not given a spirit of fear. So what's the opposite of fear? The opposite of fear is courage, man. The opposite of fear is strength. You know. Instead, I'm gonna get Psalms 18:32, because it tells you where we get our strength from. And we get our strength from the Most High, man. So it's not anything that any man should be proud of, because we're not doing anything of our own will. Whatever you got, whatever faith you have, whatever knowledge or wisdom you have, you got it because the Lord gave it to you. It's not of your own doing, man. So there's no room for any man to boast, man. Because we are all given a measure of faith according to the Most High. This is Psalms 18 and 32, and it says, "It is Yahawah that girdeth me with strength and maketh my way perfect." So that's who gives you that ability, that will, that desire to do this work, man. And if you lacking in that department, then you need to pray to the Lord to increase your faith, man. Hey, the apostles asked YAHAWAHSHI to increase their faith. And that's definitely what we need in these times of Jacob's trouble that we're coming in. We need to gird ourselves with strength, man. We need to gird our loins and get ourselves in that mind state of preparation and readiness. We'll read that back again. It says, "It is Yahawah that girdeth me with strength and maketh my way perfect." So Yahawah can do that, man. He can give you that strength. He can make your way perfect. I'm not saying that brother's not going to go out, but perfect in the sense that we're going to be making all the right moves that are pleasing to the Heavenly Father, man. He maketh my feet like hinds' feet, and setteth me upon high places. He teaches my hands to war, so that a bow of steel is broken by my arms. That's also giving me the shield of the salvation, and thy right hand has holding me up, and thy gentleness has made me great. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, that my feet do not slip. So this is good. This is how the Most High is going to take care of the elect in the last days, man. He's going to make sure that they all right. Whatever Esau throw at you, you're going to be all right if you that elect man. Thou hast enlarged my steps under me, that my feet did not slip. So you're not gonna fall, man. You're gonna be you're always gonna be on point, man. Not saying that you're not gonna have your moments of weakness. Just like Yahweh Shai did in this garden of Slakia Gethsemane, I think it is. I don't know if I'm not saying it right, but Slakia if I'm not. But the Lord's gonna make sure that you all right, man. Those elect men, they're gonna be all right, no matter what trouble comes. No matter what affliction comes, you know, He's going to make sure that you have the spirit to soldier up, because the Most High has made us soldiers, man. Soldiers for who? For YAHAWAHSHI. Thou therefore be a good soldier of Meshiach YAHAWAHSHI, and your hardness, man. So, hey, that's a time that we coming in right now. That hardness is going to get even harder, because that's just the way the prophecy has made it to be. It says at verse 37, "I pursued my enemies, and I've overtaken them. Neither did I turn again till they were consumed." So that's going to be a heavy spirit on the elect, man, when that time comes. Instead, I'm going to get Isaiah 45:5. And once again, this proves that we get our strength from Yahawah Bashem Yahushai. It's not of our own doing, man. It's the Lord that puts the spirit on us to do these great and marvelous things. And one of those things is having the bonus to go out there and preach this word. He gave that spirit on the apostles, man, because they still out there pushing this work, man. You know, right now, due to this COVID-19, there's a lot of camps that can't go out to the streets, and if they do, they have to abide by Esau's rules of either wearing masks or keeping distance from each other. Social distancing, like they call it, according to whatever decrees that are in your state, man. Brothers still out there doing the work. Some brothers out there doing the work. Some brothers is meeting at homes and pushing out videos, man. But nevertheless, the work continues on. Anyways, I'm gonna get Isaiah 45:5. It says, "I am the Most High, and there is none else. There is no power beside me." So He controls everything. There is no power beside the Most High. So all things are done according to His will, according to His power, man. There is no Esau doesn't have no power. Whatever he does is because the Most High is willing him to do so. I girded thee, thou hast not. I girded thee, thou hast not known me, that they may know from the rising of the sun and from the west that there is none beside me. I am the Most High, and there is none else. And so all power and glory is unto Him, and all these things that are going on, so the Lord can see that His hand is being moved. And at the end, all power and glory is going to be shown unto the Most High and His Son YAHWAHSHI. It says, "I form the light and create darkness. I make peace and create evil. I, the Lord, do all these things." So everything that's happening right now, whether it be evil or good, and there's a lot of both going on right now, man. You still got these hurricanes and earthquakes going on at a rapid pace, and that's the Lord doing that, man. What does it say? It says, "I make peace and I create evil." He's bringing those calamities upon this earth, man. But in these times that we are in, it is our time to gird up our loins, so to speak. And that's what Yahweh Shai told Job, man. I'm gonna get that real quick. Job 40:7. Yeah, we are those spiritual Jobs. Whether if you read the book of Job, we are those spiritual Jobs. We are called to take affliction and to give up things, and things get taken away from us. But we know the reward that's coming. This is Job 40:7. It says, "Gird up thy loins now like a man. I will demand of thee, and declare thou unto me." So that's what the Most High demands of His men. He demands that we gird up our loins. A spiritual man is going to be in that state of girding up his loins, that state of ready to do hard work, man. And with that, I'm going to get 1 Peter 1:13, just a real quick lesson, going into this word loins and how it signifies preparation and readiness, man. This is 1 Peter 1:13, and it says, "Wherefore gird up the loins of your mind, be sober, and hope to the end for the grace that is brought unto you as a revelation of Messiah YAHWAHSHI." So we gotta gird up our loins on a spiritual level, man. We're not called to take arms. We're not called to fight physically against this devil, because his blessing is a sword, man. So there's no way we're gonna win that battle. The only way we're gonna go against Esau is through the power of this word and with the Lord being with us. You know, that's how we cut. That's how that we use our sword, and our sword is the word, man. He uses his sword, which is these weapons and whatnot. But our sword is what, man? The word of truth. This word that we got, this word that we have been given, and we good up our. That's why we said we good up the loins of our mind, man. That's why our gooding up is on a spiritual and a mental level, man. It's not on the physical or carnal level, man. And the spiritual and the mental is on a higher plane than the physical and the carnal. That's just what it is, because the carnal, it fades, dies, and it gets weak. But the spirit, that don't happen with the spirit, man. The spirit, your mentality, and your mind and your spirit can overcome anything, man. You know, there's been many testaments where people use the power of their mind or the power of their will to overcome all kinds of obstacles, man, and much more the men of the Lord, because the Lord's working through that man. Most High willing, we be those elect men, and the Lord's going to give spiritual powers to those elect men, man, in these last days, and they're going to have that high level of spiritual and mental excellence. With that, I want to get 1 Kings 2:2. Because this is what it's about, man. It's for us to be formed into real men. That's what this truth does to you, man. It forms your mentality to a real man's way of thinking. This is 1 Kings 2:2, and it says I'll start at verse 1. So, the days of David, and you know who David is. David was one of the mightiest men upon the earth, one of the mightiest warriors upon earth, man, and one of the mightiest spiritual warriors also, man. Not only was he a warrior, was and engaging in physical battle, but he was also a great warrior in spirit, man. A loyal warrior in the spirit. Also, all you gotta do is read the book of Psalms and his acts in the scriptures, and you'll see how he was great in those two aspects, man. Now the days of David drew nigh that he should die, and he charged Solomon his son, saying, I go the way of all the earth. Be thou strong, therefore, and show thyself a man. And that when you get into that word man in the Hebrew, it means champion, man. Let's get that word right there. It says, man, a man male, servant. I'm gonna jump down to servant, and we are all servants, man. We are servants of the Most High, man. Mankind, champion, great man. Hey, so we're champions. Champion is one that conquers, man. So when it says "good, show thyself a man," basically it's saying show thyself a champion, man. And how do we do that? Well, verse 3 is going to tell you. And keep the charge of the Most High, thy power to walk in his ways, to keep his statutes and his commandments, and his judgments and his testimonies, that is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest, and whatsoever thou turnest thyself. So that's why we show ourselves a champion, man, because we are overcome all things through his word, man. That's why it says to keep the charge of the Most High. What is the charge of the Most High? Everything that's written in the scriptures. To walk in his ways. And what are his ways? Those things that are written in the scriptures. To keep his statutes and his commandments and his judgments and his testimonies. And what is all that referred to? Once again, man, the scriptures. And it is written in the law of Moses, that thou mayest prosper in all that thou doest, and whatsoever thou turnest thyself. That the Lord may continue his word which he spake concerning me, saying that they shall take heed to their way, to walk before me in truth, with all their heart and with all their soul. They shall not fail thee, said he, and man on the throne of Israel, man. So that's how we conquer, man. That's how we gird up our loins. That's how we show ourselves a man. That's how we gird up the loins of our mind, man. That's how we make ourselves ready. That's how we fight this spiritual battle. That's how we overcome all things. It's through what? It's through this word, man. You know? And we're gonna need those things in the times that are coming. I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get this Colossians 3:12, man. That's gonna be the mentality of the elect, man. So we're encouraged to put on the elect. So we gotta put on these traits, man. This is Colossians 3:12, and it says, Salakia. Salakia 3:12 says, put on therefore as elect of Yahawah. So we gotta put on these traits, man. These traits of readiness, these traits of soberness, these traits of manhood, man. Holy and beloved, separate, that word holy means separate, so we separate ourselves from the world, and bowls of mercy, kindness, and mind, meekness, and long suffering, forbearing one another, and forgiving one another. If any man have a quarrel against Yahweh, even shall forgive you, so also do ye. And above all things, put on charity. Let's get that word charity, man, because that says it's above all things. So let's get into what it means. It says affection, goodwill, benevolence, brotherly love, feast. That's talking about brotherhood, man. So that brotherhood takes precedence over everything, man. If you're not a brotherly brother, then you ain't in the right spirit, man. You know, if you just gotta use if brotherhood's important. What I'm trying to say, man, and which is the bond of perfectness. So what does it talk about brotherhood? It says brotherhood is the bond of perfectness, man, because it pleases the Most High for brothers to be in unity, man. That's in the book of Psalms, somewhere. Let me see if I can find it real quick. God, this is Psalm 133 and 1. It says, behold, how good and how pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It is like the precious ointment upon the head, and round down upon the beard of Aaron's beard, that went down to the skirts of his garments. And the dew of Hermon, the dew that descended upon the mountains of Zion. For there the Lord commanded the blessing, even life forevermore. So that brotherhood is a beautiful thing. It is pleasing in the sight of Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWAHSHI, man. And within that brotherhood, we strengthen each other to put on the elect, man. To have those characteristics. Iron sharpens iron, so the man that counteth of his friend. So we do that through correction of one another, and through love and reproving and teaching that we give to one another, man. And that was just a real quick lesson going into the mentality of girding up our loins, and the importance of brotherhood, man. Most High willing to help us edifying. That one say Barakati Yahawah, Barakati YAHAWAHSHI, Barakati Yahawah, Barakati YAHAWAHSHI, Barakati Yahawah, Barakati YAHAWAHSHI. Shalom.